A couple, peacefully sleeping, is suddenly startled awake by a loud scream. In confusion, the man unzips the tent and sees their friend being attacked by a zombie. He rushes to help but quickly becomes the next victim. Jessie, seeing the horrifying scene, grabs a nearby shovel and kills the zombie. Sadly, her boyfriend's injuries are too severe, and she can't save him. Heartbroken, Jessie takes her best friend and drives away. On the road, her friend, barely alive, reveals a shocking secret that enrages Jessie. Distracted by her emotions, she loses control of the car, causing it to flip over. When she regains consciousness, a terrifying zombie is outside, and her best friend has already turned into one inside the car. With a heavy heart, Jessie grabs a piece of cardboard and ends her friend's suffering. She kicks open the trunk, ready to escape, but the zombie outside has been waiting for her. It bites her waist, but Jessie quickly fights back with an elbow strike and a kick, stumbling into the nearby woods. As she makes her way through, she finds a small clearing where a little girl is playing. Desperate for help, Jessie approaches, only to realize the child is also a zombie. Horrified, she turns and runs for her life. While fleeing, Jessie stumbles upon an abandoned house. To protect herself, she grabs a weapon for self-defense. Inside the house, she accidentally slips on a pool of blood on the floor. Hearing the noise, a zombie rushes toward her. Just in time, Jessie grabs a nearby hammer and takes the zombie down with a single blow. As she catches her breath, the door swings open, revealing a woman. The woman had been hiding in the house, too scared to leave. She had been searching for her sister but discovered her brother-in-law had already turned into a zombie. Fortunately, Jessie arrived just in time to save her. After making sure the house is secure, Jessie starts cleaning the blood off herself. While examining her wounds, Emma, the woman, unexpectedly walks in and catches her in the act. Jessie confesses that she was bitten by a zombie, but oddly, she hasn't turned like the others. Emma, skeptical, questions her, and Jessie, equally puzzled, suggests it might be related to her mother, a virologist, who had vaccinated her with several shots since childhood. After hearing everything, Emma decided to take Jessie to find her mother, hoping she could help find a solution and save more people. They set out right away, but the streets were already overrun with zombies. Emma threw a bottle to distract them, allowing them to sneak through the back door of a nearby restaurant. Inside, they found other survivors. To safely reach their destination, Emma and Jessie realized they needed to join forces with these survivors. However, as soon as they entered, Franks pointed a shotgun at Jessie, suspicious of the newcomer. Brandon was instructed to search her for weapons. After confirming she was harmless, Franks grudgingly agreed to let her stay. With a shotgun in hand, Franks had taken charge, and the group had no choice but to follow his orders, too frightened to oppose him. At that point, the news on the TV revealed that the outbreak originated from a flu virus. The virus mutated due to patients receiving a vaccine, and the expert behind the vaccine research was Jess's mother. Over 1 million people had already been vaccinated, making the situation far worse than anyone had anticipated. Jessie was desperate to find her mother and uncover the truth, but Franks had the car keys. While Jessie and Brandon were discussing a plan, the power in the restaurant suddenly went out. They went outside to check, only to find the generator had failed. Franks started repairing it while Jessie and Brandon stood guard. As soon as Franks fixed the generator, a zombie attacked, biting him on the neck. Brandon reacted swiftly, shooting the zombie, but it was too late for Franks. Though they felt some regret, having the car keys now meant they had a way to escape. Upon learning that Jessie and Brandon were on a mission to save the world, some survivors decided to join them, while others opted to stay behind at the restaurant. After exchanging farewells, the group set off in the car. Not long into their journey, they came across a lone survivor on the road. Emma stepped out to investigate and found that it was her missing sister. Overcome with emotion, Emma ran to her, but her sister's face was filled with sorrow. Her daughter had been bitten by a zombie. Before Emma could respond, her grief-stricken sister returned to the car, choosing to leave with her now infected daughter. Emma collapsed in despair. As the zombie horde neared, she had lost the will to live. Jessie tried to pull her back into the car, but Emma refused. With her sister being her last remaining family, she chose to confront the zombie horde, saying goodbye to the group. The others had no choice but to drive away. Later, they stopped at a convenience store, and Brandon went inside to gather supplies. As the others waited, a sudden scream pierced the silence. Rushing into the store, they discovered Brandon had been bitten by a zombie, with more undead swarming in. With no other choice, they had to leave Brandon behind and continue their escape. By this point, the team on a mission to save the world was down to just 3. At the worst possible moment, their car broke down, forcing them to continue on foot. They hadn't gone far before they stumbled upon a group of zombies feasting. Sensing fresh prey, the zombies immediately began chasing them. The trio sprinted toward an abandoned truck, but Lucas made a brave choice to stay behind and distract the zombies, giving the others a chance to escape. The remaining 2 managed to get away safely and were rescued by a farmer along the way. He brought them to his home, offering food and shelter. Unfortunately, Lucas wasn't so fortunate. Though he found another car, he was quickly surrounded by zombies. Luckily, the keys were still inside, and he managed to start the engine and speed away, leaving the zombies behind. However, his troubles were far from over. The car's owner and his 2 friends saw Lucas driving off and opened fire on him. Lucas was hit, but the wound wasn't fatal. Despite his injury, Lucas managed to make it to the farm, reuniting with Jessie and her sister, and they continued their journey together. By nightfall, tragically, Lucas succumbed to his injuries from blood loss. The next morning, to improve their chances of survival, Jessie and her sister decided to continue their journey on foot. As expected, it didn't take long for zombies to notice them. Jessie fired her gun, trying to fend them off, but there were too many. Amidst the chaos, her sister was grabbed by the ankle. Just when things seemed hopeless, an elderly man passing by came to their rescue. His aim was sharp and precise, quickly eliminating all the zombies and saving Jessie and her sister. The man took them back to his home, providing them with food and shelter. Not only that, he personally trained Jessie in shooting, sharpening her skills. When he discovered that Jessie was on a mission to save the world, he gave her the keys to his cherished off-road vehicle. However, just as Jessie was about to depart, she realized that her sister's ankle had been scratched by a zombie. The old man urged her to leave her sister behind, claiming they would take care of the situation from there. But Jessie had promised Lucas that she would look after her sister, clinging to the hope that finding their mother might offer a chance to save her. Reluctantly, the old man agreed, helping to clear the zombies from the road to ensure Jess's safe exit. However, the virus was mutating quickly, and before they could reach their destination, Jess's sister completely transformed into a zombie. Devastated, Jessie had no option but to put her sister down. After burying her with tears in her eyes, Jessie mustered her strength and continued the journey alone. Not long after, Jessie reached the experimental building where her mother worked. Upon seeing a survivor approaching, the women inside quickly came downstairs to help fend off the zombies. After confirming her identity, they recognized Jessie as the daughter of the virus expert and guided her to the laboratory. There, Jessie discovered only a video left by her mother, who had anticipated Jess's arrival and arranged for a bodyguard to escort her. In the video, Jess's mother revealed that Jess's antibodies were crucial for developing the cure for the virus. Without wasting any time, the bodyguard rapidly cleared the zombies at the garage entrance and led Jessie to the next laboratory. Ultimately, the cure was successfully developed and distributed via drones to every corner of the world, saving humanity from the outbreak. So that's the end of our movie. If you've come this far, make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe my channel. See you later.